A Ted Cruz supporter. Let me start with you, Katrina, first on this issue of Ted Cruz telling Sunland there that he wants to make this a debate tomorrow night, not a town hall, a debate. Is that something Donald Trump will consider?
Well, this wasn't news. Senator Cruz and the campaign have been talking about this for the better part of a week now, and no, absolutely not. Senator Cruz does not dictate Mr. Trump's schedule, and he's going to proceed as accordingly.
All right, so there's your answer to that. Ben, let me ask you about this shift that Sunland noted. She said, you know, the last time, as you know, at a debate, when everybody was asked, will you support the front runner even if it's Donald Trump, he said yes. So now, here he is saying, I'm not in the habit of supporting people who are critical of my wife, and Donald Trump will not be the nominee, so this isn't a conversation. Sunland thinks he's moving more towards definitively saying he wouldn't support Donald Trump. Do you hear it that way as well?
Look, I think Ted Cruz is on point here, and the fact is you have Donald Trump that's now getting to the point where it looks like he's pathologically lying on purpose. He's lying about the Cruz campaign, claiming that they bought some picture from GQ, which we know factually is a lie. That is a pathological liar to say something consistently that is not true. We also have him saying that we're stealing an election in Louisiana. That is also a pathological lie. That is also not true. You have Donald Trump now that is doing everything in his power to not debate Ted Cruz, and he's doing it because he realizes he cannot sit there one-on-one with Ted Cruz and actually debate these issues. So instead what he does is he slanders and he lies and he makes up lies and calls into radio shows and then realizes, wow, I didn't even know who I was calling. I thought everyone loves me. They asked me a tough question, then I say I don't like their radio show anymore, as we heard today. This is what Donald Trump does. And when he doesn't get his way, then he says, well, I'm really rich and I'm just going to sue you and everybody in Louisiana that doesn't give me exactly what I want. And this is, I think, Donald Trump becoming unhinged in this campaign.
Unhinged, Katrina?
Well, I think what we do know here is that there is only one campaign that has consistently had dirty tricks and had to fire people accordingly for them.
Incorrect.
And that campaign is not Donald Trump. And that campaign is not Donald Trump's campaign.
Katrina,
there's only one campaign that has been making those types of accusations against
Katrina,
Donald Trump's wife. Mr. Trump said from the beginning, Ben, you had your turn and now I get mine. Mr. Trump told everyone from the beginning that he does not support super PACs, disavowed all of them, and told the other candidates to do the same, or he was going to hold the campaigns accountable for the super PACs that attack him. That is what he did. It was a pro-Ted Cruz ad. Ted Cruz's name was on the ad. It was a super PAC. Mr.
Again,
Trump
Katrina,
held him
you didn't answer the question.
Ben, my question to you, though, Donald Trump is trying to say a super PAC is the same thing as the candidate. Stop with all this distinction, which, frankly, is something a lot of the American people think, too, right? I mean, you got guys working on a super PAC who are best friends with guys in the campaign, and supposedly they're not allowed to talk. Isn't it all the same thing?
Let's be clear about this. This picture, and let's deal with the actual lie here. You have Donald Trump's campaign saying that Ted Cruz bought a picture from GQ and sold it to, or gave it to.
Nude,
let me finish. Yeah, of her nude, and saying that they then hand it to a super PAC. First of all, if the super PACs are talking, it would be against the law. So that's not happening right there. Second of all, there is no facts that back up that any picture was bought. That is a pathological lie by Donald Trump's campaign. When they get themselves in trouble, they say, we're going to sue somebody, and you're lying, and we're suing you. That's what you do.
Where are the facts? Where are the facts that Donald Trump put out this horrible tabloid? Where are the facts? Senator Cruz held a press conference.
Great question. I'm going to answer.
Rubio's people have been on record by many reporters by now saying that it was Rubio people, not Donald Trump. So where are your facts there?
I don't know why you don't have any, I guess you'd say, scruples when it comes to these types of stories. Your name was in the story. The fact that you're willing to use this to the advantage of your campaign and put your own name through the mud, which you have also said, this story is factually incorrect.
Ben, let me ask you a question. Ben, let me ask you a question. I don't want to get into the details of the story. Hold on, both of you. I don't want to get into the details of it because it's a tabloid story. But Ben, if it is such garbage, why is Ted Cruz continually bringing it up?
I think it's the fact that it shows you that Donald Trump is willing to pathologically lie. And Roger Stone, who's connected with his campaign, who is best friends with the National Enquirer, Donald Trump has been endorsed by the National Enquirer. The idea that Donald Trump's campaign is not the originator of the story is insanity to not connect these simple dots and realize they endorsed Donald Trump. Donald Trump's friend with the editor.
Connecting the dots
Donald
are
Trump,
not facts,
and again,
Rubio's
in your
people
name.
are on record doing it.
Let me finish this. Your name is in this to make the story look like somehow that Donald Trump's campaign was not connected to this. You guys were connected and are connected to this campaign.
My name is in this
Final word,
because
Katrina.
the establishment doesn't. My name is in this because the establishment doesn't want me doing exactly what I'm doing, and that is helping Donald Trump win the Republican nomination and win the presidency. It's not going to work. It didn't work. It's not true with regards to myself.
I will say this.
So for Ted Cruz to blame the Trump campaign for something that the establishment has done is very transparent and very desperate.
This is exactly why Donald Trump will not debate Ted Cruz, because he cannot talk about issues, but he can talk about tabloids and these types of stories and suing people when he doesn't get his way.
Thanks very much to both of you.
Donald Trump is not talking about it.
We will have you back, as we always do. Thank you both.